Hello all, and welcome back to Chreos Gaming. I am continuing my low magic playthrough of Skyrim, and we are ready for the Battle of Solitude. It says we haven't liberated Hoffingar, but it sent me on to Solitude anyway. So I'm actually going to temporarily uncheck that one just so I'm not mixed up, and I might as well fast travel here because I can't. Actually, I need to be up there. So rather than going to the military camp, I'm going to go to Katya's farm, or Katla's farm, because I think that'll put me closer to where I actually want to be.
Safe, I hope.
Oh, you're a Hoffingar guard. That's interesting. You're not a Solitude guard. Because all I have to do is make it up the path here. Pretty sure, anyway. And then Solitude itself will be, I'm pretty sure, a fairly difficult fight. Oof. It looks like it has started without me, actually, to some extent. Hi, Grizzy. Not quite sure what this is going to look like. We will see.
This is it, men. It's time to make this city ours. We come to this moment carried by the sacrifices and courage of our fellows, those who have fallen, those still bearing the shields to our right. On this day, our enemy will know the fullness of our determination, the true depth of our anger, and the exalted righteousness of our cause. The gods are watching. The spirits of our ancestors are stirring. And men, under suns yet to dawn, will be transformed by what we do here today. Fear neither pain nor darkness, for Sovngarde awaits those who die with weapons in their hands and courage in their hearts. We now fight our way to Castle Dower, to cut the head off the Legion itself. And in that moment, the gods will look down and see Skyrim as she was meant to be, full of Nords who are mighty, powerful, and free! Ready now, everyone, with me, for the sons and daughters of Skyrim! Yeah!
Alright then. Now what? Guess we follow. Oh! Arrows incoming. They're hiding behind the fires.
Sounds like a decent strategy.
Mm-hmm.
That's your best, huh?
Oh, you're not.
Smite.
Victory!
And of course, it wouldn't be a fight without some level of looting.
Mercy!
Of course, I can't tell where we're supposed to be going. Because he said, cut the head off the Legion, but Tullius is up that path, usually. Are we going this way, or are we going up the path? Or have I missed out on the direction the fight's going? I feel like I've probably missed out on the direction the fight's going. Which means I need to run up. Because there are no longer any Stormcloaks down where I was. Nope, this is locked off. Huh. Okay. I am confused.
Well, before you had to break through a barrier.
Oh, hey, you are a Stormcloak. Okay, well, I guess let's go bust up this barrier then, because I'm not seeing anybody but you. Where'd Ulfric go? Right? Is Ulfric gone? Meh. I don't know. So what's my actual quest? My actual quest is to get my orders from Ulfric, which I already did. I'm just worried
Unless
that
it didn't count.
Well, it considers it completed. It's filled in.
Ah, okay.
So, onward, then?
Well, it did say to the castle, or...
Yeah. So, I guess we'll just keep going and see if Ulfric shows up later. I mean, there's plenty of enemies up ahead. And this poor Stormcloak is dealing with a bunch of Imperials all by themselves.
No more! I yield! I yield!
Just stand up.
Wait! Be careful!
Yep. Hey, I leveled. We'll use that to my advantage sometime later, I expect. Hey, there's a lot more of you all of a sudden. Okay.
Kill you! End it. That's it.
Oops. You too. You watch it as well. Since you hit me. Who you? Oh, that's who you were fighting. Okay.
Victory for Skyrim!
Okay. Oh, there's still more? Sounds like that. There we go.
Damn you!
Nope, you're a Stormcloak. Okay. So, is there more? Sounds like there's more.
Is that the best you can do? I heard I have a quest you can do.
Die, rebel!
Alright, well, let's break this thing down.
This is a odd place for a quest giver to be.
Yes.
I want to be drowned with your blood. Get up while you still can.
There we go. Moving right along. Oh hey, that's a second entrance. That's where Tullius usually is.
You can't win this!
Well, I can't if I can't hit you.
For the Emperor! No more! Oh!
Good source of gold, I'm hoping. Alright, so can I make it? I can open the castle door, but... What are you? You're Stormcloak. Ow.
When the sun's...
Oh. Yep.
Shooting from the shadows.
Yep.
I cannot... Mercy!
Sorry, not an option. Leave me, I'd much rather, but they won't let me. Oh.
I've suffered worse during training.
That is actually a nice taunt. Okay, we'll see what's through the door.
Die, dog.
Secure the door.
Already done.
Ulfric, stop.
Stop what? Taking Skyrim back from those who'd leave her to rot.
You're wrong, Ulfric. We need the Empire. Without it, Skyrim will assuredly fall to the Dominion.
You were there with... You saw it. The day the Empire signed that damn treaty was the day the Empire died.
You're a damn fool.
Stand aside, woman. We've come for the General.
He has given up, but I have not.
Rika, go. You're free to leave.
I'm also free to stay and fight for what I believe in.
You're also free to die for it.
This is what you wanted? Shield brothers and sisters killing each other? Families torn apart? This is the
Damn it,
Skyrim
woman.
you
Stand
want?
aside.
That's not the Skyrim I want to live in.
Rika, you don't have to do this.
You've left me no choice. Talos, preserve us.
Oof. Tullius is not very strong.
Where's your precious Emperor now?
I got something for you, but you'll have to come and get it.
Die, dog!
Do your worst.
So I'm just standing here because I've got nothing
Call
against
yourself a
Rickett.
warrior?
She beat,
It's nothing. I cannot best you. That's all.
That's the end of that.
Enough! Enough.
This is it for you. Any last words before I send you to oblivion?
You realize this is exactly what they wanted.
What who wanted?
The Thalmor. They stirred up trouble here. Forced us to divert needed resources and throw away good soldiers, quelling this rebellion.
It's a little more than a rebellion, don't you think?
We aren't the bad guys, you know.
Maybe not, but you certainly aren't the good guys.
Perhaps you're right. But then what does that make you?
You just said it yourself.
It makes us right.
And if I surrender?
The Empire I remember never surrendered.
That empire is dead. And so are you.
So be it.
Just kill him and let's be done with it already.
Come, Galmar. Where's your sense of the dramatic moment?
By the gods. If it's a good ending to some damn story you're after, perhaps the Dragonborn should be the one to do it.
Good point. Well, Dragonborn, what do you say? Do you want the honor?
I've had my fair share of killing today.
As you wish. Dalius has camps in the Pale, entertaining thoughts of battle. The Empire still underestimates the force of our cause. It will be their undoing.
Good.
Be careful
It's
out there.
done.
Well, I suppose some kind of speech is in order.
I'll go gather the men in the courtyard.
And Elisif?
Don't you worry about her. I sent my best men to round her up.
Stormblade, I want you to have my sword, a token of my appreciation. Now then, the men will expect a speech. Will you stand by my side? I wish to honor you, Dragonborn, and the truest of Stormcloaks.
You know what? Maybe you should leave me out of your speech.
Oh? Why is that?
Many have fought and died. I'm no different than they are.
On the contrary, you exceed the rest. But I will honor your request. The gods know of your victories, and they themselves will glory in your deeds. Come, at the very least, walk out with me. Yes, make it quick. I'm a busy man. Take care. I am indeed Ulfric Stormcloak. And indeed, there are many that call me hero. But it is all of you who are the true heroes. It was you who fought a dying empire, who sunk its claws into our land, trying to drag us down with it. It was you who fought the Thalmor and their puppets who would have us deny our gods and our heritage. It was you who fought your kin who didn't understand our cause, who weren't willing to pay the price for our freedom. But more than that, it was you who fought for Skyrim, for our right to fight our own battles, to return to our glory and traditions, to determine our own future. Huzzah! And it is for these reasons that I cannot accept the mantle of High King. Not until the moot declares that title should adorn my shoulders will I accept it.
And what about Jarl Elisif?
Yes, what about the Lady Elisif? Will she put aside her personal hatred for me and her misplaced love for the Emperor and his coin, so that the suffering of our people will end? Will she acknowledge that it is we Nords who will determine Skyrim's future? Will she swear fealty to me, so all may know that we are at peace and a new day has dawned?
I do.
Then it is settled. The Jarl will continue to rule Solitude. I will garrison armies here to ward off Imperial attempts to reclaim the city. And in due time, the Moot will meet and settle the claim to High King once and for all. There is much to do, and I need every able-bodied man and woman committed to rebuilding Skyrim. A great darkness is growing, and soon we will be called to fight it, on these shores or abroad. The Aldmeri Dominion may have defeated the Empire, but it has not defeated Skyrim! How'd I do?
Not so bad. Nice touch about the High King.
Thank you. I thought so too.
It's a foregone conclusion, you know.
Oh, I know.
The Imperials are not going to leave us alone. They still have camps in the hills. They'll continue to strike out at us, whenever and wherever they can.
I'm not afraid of the remnants of the Legion. In time, they'll all give up and go home. What I fear is that the Thalmor will see our victory here and turn greater attention to our shores. We must be prepared to face them.
Aye.
And of course, we couldn't have done it without you. May the gods preserve you.
May the gods preserve us all.
Come, Galmar. We've still much work to do.
Alright, so that actually does finish the quests for the,
That godless emperor can shove his damn treaty into the steaming nether reaches of my you-know-where.
My word. Okay, then. Well, that is the end of the Stormcloak saga, then. Basically, it appears we were
Can't
victorious.
wait to kill another Imperial.
So far as Solitude's concerned, it looks worse for the wear because of it, but I guess that's kind of what happens when you go fighting through a you know, I don't really understand why this building would need to be on fire for this fight to have gone the way it did, but that is that. The last thing I have to do for this particular playthrough, given the decision that I made, is I have the quest for the blades. I have to figure out where that quest is. Huh. Is it miscellaneous? This is interesting. I don't remember her name. Elspeth? No, that was the... So she had... The gal who is in the Blades had asked me to kill... What's his name? The dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have that quest. Dragon Slayer, defeat Alduin, help the heroes. Yeah. It was after negotiating a truce. Parthenax, there we go, that was his name. Will they tell me if I failed a quest? So now I have to decide, do I go talk to her again to give me the opportunity to regain the quest that apparently I've lost, or do I just let Parthenax live? I am inclined to just let Parthenax live at that point.
That's what I would do.
Yep. At which point, that actually means that we are now done with my low magic run of Skyrim.
Aw, but you still have quests in your log.
I do, but I completed everything I wanted to. So the trouble is, most of the rest of these... So the Redguard woman I could actually do just fine, but I did it in the other one. Investigate the Galder legend. I don't remember, but it's an archmage. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that... Yeah, that was the thieves, and I don't sneak. College of Winterhold doesn't help any because I'm doing low magic. Shalador's writings. I could just... Again, that's the College of Winterhold, though. And then Nirnroot. Yeah, all the quests I have are largely related to either this transmundane I'm not going to do anymore. Yeah, the main things that I wanted to accomplish with this character have been accomplished, with the exception of I had expected to have to kill Parthenax, but even if it's due to a, what do you call it, glitch, I'm okay with not killing him, frankly. Alright, so this is even to odd, which is health? Because odd to even was stamina? Pretty sure. And at this point, it's not that it matters much. I don't know the next time I will play this character. I'm not saying I'm not going to play him at all, but I don't have a plan for him. So, right, 25% bonus damage, one-handed power attack while sprinting does double damage, which, Bonebreaker. No, come back. Go over. No. Okay, let's just click here. How about that? Yeah, requires 80. What does this require? This requires 60. Attacks with maces, ignore armor. Sure. But first, let's see if I can get something better in heavy armor. Probably not. Everything probably requires 60. Okay. So, sure. No, not two-handed. I haven't been doing two-handed. One-handed. Jump up here. Ignore more armor. Here we go. So, I will go take up my place in my home in Yorovsker.
Hey, watch it!
And basically, I guess, pseudo-retire with this character at this
You could
point.
read all of those books you've been collecting.
I could read all of those books I've collecting, and actually in time, at some point, I want to. One of my thoughts for a playlist was the Skyrim
Are
library.
you feeling all right, dear?
Nope, I have bear fever, which would basically be all of the...
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
No, thank you. So, do this, and do this. And goofy as this looks, I can call this an ending for this particular series. So, thanks all. Hello all, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button below. You can also subscribe using the channel image in the center of the video. If you are interested in more content in this video series, to the left is a link to the full playlist. Alternatively, when it is available, to the right will be a link to the next video in the series. Thanks all.